Good morning, traders. Welcome to your NQ and GC pre-market prep on 1:30. It's Friday. It's been wild last couple days in the market. So let's jump into this NQ chart here, set on the 1 hour, and have a look at some things. Huge drop we had yesterday and a hard bounce off of it. You know, we bounced from around 550 or so back up to about a little over 26,000. Some wild moves. Looks like they're doing some rebalancing here at the end of the month. And then, of course, there's some news out about a new chair. Whoever they pick for new chair, get rid of Powell, I guess. But let's be cautious about what we're trading today. With everything going on right now with the rebalance and the news that's out there, you know, even some of the A+ entries might not be the greatest entries because things are whipping around and moving hard and fast. It's really volatile. So you can see we got an overhead trend line up here, this red trend line. See if I can get this zoomed in a little bit here. Up here, you see there's a R1 pivot up there. This is all around 340. Then there's a precision entry zone up there, 325 to 335. So you have the PES box, you got the trend line, you got the R1 pivot. A lot of confluence rejection up there. If it were to ever get up there today, I don't think it will, but you never know. You just never know. So this box up here is from 265 to 275. This next one down is 180 to 190. And then, you know, there's this imbalance zone here that needs to be filled. That's about 51 to 145. Keep moving down. You got this box here is 35 to 45. 75 to 85. I'm sorry, 975 to 985. And then here, this one's been tagged in pre-market that I had in. This was from 880 to 890. And we're going to adjust this a little bit. Let's say we're going to go... we're going to put this box to where it's 900 to 890. And then to the downside, you see we got a 1 hour trend line here. S1 pivots down here at 580. Our golden pivot is at 938 right here, so we're trading below. If we stay below the golden pivot, you know, it acts as a bearish bias type ordeal. Under it's bearish, above it is bullish. This precision entry zone down here is from 650 to 660. No, it's from 653 to 663. Is what this box is. And then we got the one at the bottom here is at 538 to 548 is what it should be. And then, of course, if they were to get through the line in the sand down here in the fives, then we're going to have to start thinking, you know, they got this big wick they put in back here. We're going to have to think, well, we need to protect this low, and that is at that's at around 365, and then there's this imbalance zone down here that needs to be filled. So if we lose this line here around 530, if we lose this line up here 540, 530 to 550, it could be a hard drop to this imbalance zone, you know. And then they could, even though that wick stops at the top of this imbalance zone, they could sweep this low, take out this box. And that box is about 300 to 350, 360, something like that. So that's what we'll be paying attention to on gold. Once again, I say you got to be cautious today in this, or if you're touching gold. Some really wild moves in gold. Let's hop over to that. I mean, gold don't normally move the way it's been moving, and it is, even if you're trading micros, it can be dangerous with the way gold's moving. So with gold, all right, so you see the golden pivot on gold is way up here at 387. We ain't nowhere near that. We're trading at like 104. It's down here in some of these precision entry zones that I drew on already, and it looks like this one here come down into and it's sucking up out of now. This box here that it tagged was 79 to 85, and it tagged it somewhere in there around 81. It looks like that'd have been a good little bounce out of there. This zone down here is 27 to 31, and then down here we have a 1 hour trend line. This purple line is a previous all-time high, and then we have this Pez zone is from about 962 to 969, plus we have, like I said, the previous all-time high trend line all right there. A lot of confluence there for a bounce. And then if we look to the upside, if they want to start dragging this to the upside, you got a Pez zone here from about 202 to 206, and then 254 to 264. You see we got imbalance zones stacked one on top of another here that need to be filled. There's just a lot going on because of this huge drop that we had, and then there's another, and you got this imbalance zone and a previous all-time high up here inside this imbalance. This Pez box up here is 330 to 338, and this is all stuff you'd have to get through to get back to the golden pivot. Typically I would think, oh, that's probably a little bit wild for gold to think that we could go there, but the way it's moving the last 24 hours or better, I'm not going to say that it couldn't get back up there. At some point yesterday I was trading the micros in gold, and on the 1 minute the ATR was like 50 or 60, and that's not normal for gold. So even with gold, you're going to have to be cautious. I don't really think we need to talk about much upside about gold unless, it had to get through all of this resistance and get above that golden pivot to think about anything else to the upside. If it did, this precision entry zone up here is 458 to 468, and then there's imbalance, and then of course all-time high sitting up here on the R1 pivot. We'll see if they try to keep the range tight on gold today, or if they're going to let it be volatile. It's already been sort of volatile in pre-market this morning, so there's a good chance it's going to get pretty crazy again today. It might be one of them days, being Friday, maybe sit out if everything's looking too dangerous, and just wait till Monday. That's all I'm going to have for pre-market prep this morning, guys. I hope everybody has a green day. Trade safe, trade smart. Don't let your emotions get involved. And if the trade's not coming to you or don't look good, just walk away. All right, guys, have a great day.